following message is from the Lockdown Gambling Show. The following program contains strong language that may not be suitable for all audiences. Viewer discretion is advised. But now,
it's showtime, buddy!
Sunday morning, one place to go.
Big Al, Big Five.
To the best pre-game football show.
Really? This guy?
You put the hut in your what? Epic intro, blow the budget. Hall of Famers, Super Bowl rings.
Some people call me a
Football king, are you ready to get ready? To get ready to be ready. Y'all ready?
this week's
Football show. Whoa.
time for the Lockdown Gambling Show. We are back, baby, and this season, we got a lot of stuff in store. But first, before we get into all the fun stuff, make sure you subscribe to our YouTube page. That's where you will find the Lockdown Gambling Show every week. Typically it'll be Sunday mornings, but life gets in the way. This week I got a wedding, so hence we're doing it Tuesday night. But the lines are pretty much set at this point. Not a lot of movement expected to happen. And boy, do I have my sorcerers of stakes with me today. Starting with, first into the Zoom, my father. He's back. You might remember him from last season. He had a pretty rough stretch when it came to little battle bets. Do you not remember this? I beat you. You came on 3 times. I think I beat you every single time.
You did. I struggled.
And to be fair, to let the people at home know, you and I both bet on college football this weekend, and boy, did we both take a bath. You have a bone to pick with Appalachian State. Would you like to get that off your chest before we start?
Yes. I lost $800 because Appalachian State could not rush one more yard.
Well,
now they weren't guaranteed to win, but they at least would have went to overtime. 1
to
yard.
be clear, you did not pay $800 on your bet.
No.
You just hit
I
on
would have
everything else.
won $800 at Appalachian State. I had a 16 parlay, got them all right except that game.
I think I'm going to have to start calling you the parlay kid because every bet you do is this giant parlay that's never going to hit. So if you hear me reference the parlay kid, I'm pretty sure that's going to be you.
Okay.
Next up, I believe our reigning champion, I don't have the numbers in front of me, but he was on an awful lot. Jody Brault, welcome back to the show.
I'm the God King.
Actually, I think, and it might actually be a tie because it's you or this next guy, Sean Filipiak, back and better than ever. He's got his Busch Light apple. He's ready to roll. Welcome in, everybody. So I'm going to address something right off the top. You may have noticed there's a new little intro video just explaining, this show, we're going to put the kids to bed. The language is going to be a little more coarse because let's face it, if you're gambling, you're probably old enough that you're swearing already. So not a big deal. So TV swear words. So just as we go forward here, heads up on all that. But let's just get right into it. We got some fun stuff to talk about because it is week 1. Let's start with MVP odds. Who doesn't love an MVP conversation? So as you see, our friends over at DraftKings Sportsbook, everything is listed here. Let's start with the parlay kid himself. I think I know what you're going to say, but who do you think wins MVP and who do you like? Whose odds do you like the most out of this group? And if there's someone you want to see, I can try and look it up, but these are basically your top candidates right here.
Well, it's not going to be Rodgers again because
3 times in a row?
He has no receivers. He's not going to get it done.
He blows ass.
Patrick Mahomes. I don't know. I really I
like
Patrick
that plus
Mahomes.
900.
I like Patrick Mahomes. He's my boy. But I'm thinking it's going to be either Josh Allen or I can't see the screen very good, but a hot take, Mr. Herbert.
Oh, hold on. I'm zooming out the wrong thing. Oh, boy.
I don't have my cheaters on, so I can't see.
Oh, hold on, blind guy. Let's try and – here, is that better?
He's not even on the list that I can
Well, this is the top 8. Who are you looking for?
Justin Herbert.
Herbert right here, plus 900.
That's
Casey,
I
get
like-
his glasses.
I got him. I don't want to look like an old man, but okay, this is happening.
Look at Sean and I.
I know.
You guys look old. Shit.
I am.
I'm gonna
See
skip
my ball
Josh
head.
Allen. You know what? I'm just going for it. I'm gonna put on my old man glasses, and I'm going with Justin Herbert.
Plus 900. So that's basically bet $10 to win $90.
Yep,
So
I
decent
like.
value there.
I think
He's
Herbert's
definitely
gonna have
got
a
the
monster
weapons.
year.
Well, and I mean, I don't think you're alone. Does anyone else on this panel think Justin Herbert's the answer?
Yep.
Oh, we got a
I think
hand.
so.
We got a hand up and a hand
I
down.
like
Sean, what
Herbert.
are you thinking?
We got a
I
thumb
think
down.
Herbert's going to rule.
Contract year for the money, Lamar Jackson. Put it on the board.
I like it. Good
Nah,
value there. Explain why.
He's a wine bag.
It's pretty simple. He said he's not going to negotiate unless they get a contract done before the first hike of the season. The man's money. He's already been an MVP once. He'll do it again.
Hey, for those odds, sprinkle a little money, $10 to win $200, and he's in a spot where he's got to perform. And if they're any sort of relevant with his cast of terrible weapons, he's going to get some votes. I actually like that pick a lot. Now, Jody, we'll go back to you. So you had your hand up for Justin Herbert. Are you in the Herbert boat, or is there someone else you're eyeing up here?
No, I like the Herbert boat, but I have a little dark horse. I like Joe Burrow too. I think he can light that shit up too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Jumping
Joe Burrow, let's take a look. Joe Burrow is at plus 1,200. So bet $10 to win 120. So
I
decent
like
value
that.
there.
My glasses look.
I think he can do it. I think he can. He can put up some numbers.
Well, I don't know about you guys, but so that Bengals team was probably there a year too early because did anyone have them going to the Super Bowl last year? No. But it feels like there's a little 2010 Packer-ish. Like they were there, although the Packers ended up winning. But that 2011 year, that team was ungodly good. Even though they lost, I think, first round of the playoffs. But that team was 15-1. They were firing on all cylinders. I kind of get some flashbacks to that with this Bengals team. So we might talk about the Bengals a little later, but heck, I like that. All these picks so far, I've really liked. There is one, this is an outside shot. I don't think he's going to win, but sprinkle, if you have the money to burn, a little sprinkle. What do we think about Trey Lance? I'm just throwing it out there. I don't think he's going to win.
Not an MVP.
Well, here's my argument. Not that he's going to win, because I don't think he will. But at 2,500 or plus 2,500, throw $10 on for 250. And the only reason I bring it up, San Francisco is going to win games, but Shanahan might hide them. But Trey Lance also has the talent to be electric in his first season.
Not proven yet.
No, fair enough. And it's a dark horse. I don't think he's going to win. My pick, actually, I'm kind of going chalk here. I like Josh Allen. I think the narrative, everything's set up for Josh Allen. So that's my actual pick. But just the Niners are going to win games. And if Lance is at the center of that,
If you want to go that big of odds, I honestly like Derek Carr going.
I was going to just say that. I think that's a great pick for the money.
You want to put $10 on something for a really dark horse? I think Derek Carr is going to be there with what you put Adams in the mix. If he can do half as what Rodgers did with him, they got a hell of a running back. They got a hell of a backup running back to Jacobs. They got a hell of a tight end. They got a good defense. I don't know. If you're going to go a dark horse, I think I agree with Sean. Derek Carr. I like him.
And he's been there before. Carr's been there before. So
Yep.
well, okay. So we're talking long odds now. I'm going to say this, and I'm a little scared to do so. What do we think about Kirk Cousins?
how do you hang up? What button do you hit? What button do you hit?
All I know is no.
Hold on. If you're making the same argument for Derek Carr, Kirk Cousins has better weapons than Derek Carr. He's got a brand new coach that's an offensive quote unquote guru. He comes from the McVay tree. I'm just saying. Look, he's plus 5,000. So $10 gets you $500. Like that's
Okay, there's a difference when we say Derek Carr has been there and Kirk Cousins has not been there.
fair enough. You don't want Kirk Cousins in a playoff game, but when it comes to regular season, the dude puts up numbers. That's just facts.
Yes.
Yeah, but let's be honest. The numbers, you can put up great numbers, but if your team is average to below, you're not going to get the votes.
You still got to win
right.
games. You still got to win games.
Dustin and I on the Lockdown Corner, the real feed on Sunday night, we were talking about the chances that Minnesota is more competitive than we think. If Minnesota steals the division from Green Bay, it's got to be discussed because he's going to be at the center of that.
Oh, I can see that happening.
Yeah.
They're loaded. I mean, their offense is loaded. Dalvin Cook, he's one of the top. And then you got Thielen's supposed to be having a good
Osborne, Thielen. They just picked up Jalen Reagor, Irv Smith.
Right, but don't we think that they give up 21 points a game? I mean,
fair enough, but I think
doesn't scare anybody.
That may be true, but I think that there's a chance that this offense puts up 30 points a game.
Yeah, but they're not the Chiefs.
All right, let's be honest. If we go just a division, the Bears are going to average what? About 13 points a game?
Probably.
Yep. The Lions is going to be a hit or miss because you never know. You never know what the hell that team's going to do. One week they can come out and the Packers is just an unknown offense. You have Jones, but who is Rodgers going to throw to?
The quad father. It's going to be a lot of Jones and a lot of A.J. Dillon.
Right, but I'm just saying you can't win with throwing your running backs. You just can't. It ain't going to happen. There ain't a team in the NFL that has ever done it.
I want to see some Romeo Dobbs.
You know what? I got him up. I should just look up offensive.
You know what? I'm taking Romeo Dobbs as the MVP.
You just like
let's
the name.
take a look. So actually, Romeo Dobbs is plus 1,100 for offensive rookie of the year. That's not. I thought it was going to be a more like probably down in like the plus 200 or 2,000 range. Plus 1,100. He's the sixth favorite.
Yeah.
I'm kind of surprised. And Kenny Pickett, even though he's starting the year as the backup, is the current favorite at plus 850.
But Dobbs is. Think about it. You don't know.
Yeah, you don't know anything about
They're
him.
basing that number on Rodgers getting them the ball. All he has to do is drop a ball a couple times, and Rodgers won't even look his frickin' way for 3 weeks.
Well, this is why I'm just making the argument for Kirk Cousins, because there's a lot of question marks in Green Bay. There's the Bears. We know what they are at this point. The Lions will bite your goddamn kneecaps off, but other than that, we don't know much about the Lions. I'm just saying, there's a world. There's a world.
All right, there's a little dabble. There's a little
dabble, do you?
A little brush up against the crotch area. Yeah, okay, I'll go with you on that.
Yeah. Oh, all right. I'm glad. Okay, convincing argument. So I think it's time. Let's just get into the games. It's week 1. I do have imaging. Please hold. But yeah, I think we're ready for the games.
Do you like winning money? Or do you prefer to set it on fire? Well, either way, you're in luck. Here's this week's edition of Big Al's Big Five. Let's win some money.
First game up. Probably my favorite of the week slate, or one of them for sure. Bills at Rams. The NFL opener for week 1. The Bills are currently 2-point favorites, making the Rams 2-point underdogs, making them a home dog. So, look, I actually did put a bet on this one already. I don't understand how the Rams are home underdogs in week 1. Coming off a Super Bowl, give me the Rams here. I don't know what we're doing. It feels disrespectful. I get it. Buffalo's the hype team. But how many Super Bowl champions have lost that first game at home? Not many that I can remember. So give me the Rams here.
The Rams are still the Rams. I mean, they're good. They got a good defense. I mean, Buffalo's got something to prove here now. See if they can take it to the next level. But I like the Rams too.
So you're on.
I think they got some running back issues. They don't know how Cam Akers is going to be, and whether or not Henderson's going to be stealing touches from him. How they're going to work together. You know. I mean,
did they lose? They lost a wide receiver. Did they lose?
So
lost Robert Woods.
Oh, Robert Woods.
They lost Woods. That's huge. That's huge.
Yeah.
Beckham It sounds like he's going to be back. It sounds like they still have his locker up at the Rams facility, but that's not official or anything. But
And the
he'll
Bills,
probably be
the
back.
Bills run game, if we're talking run game, is Josh Allen.
Yeah.
I mean, I wouldn't trust Moss or Singletary.
No.
I mean, those
Well,
guys.
Moss is almost. I think he's third string now.
Their running game's not that good either.
Yeah.
But they got a good tight end and they got good receivers. So
Yeah.
Sean, you look like you're on the edge of your seat. What?
No, I'm just. It's week 1, so these lines I'm looking at. I mean, I need my head checked. I don't get it.
I know.
I looked it up before we started. It is a record number of home underdogs in week 1.
Yep.
Record. So you're going to hear DMX barking a lot this episode because there are a lot of home underdogs.
I don't see the LA Rams lose it, and it'd be the total opposite if it was in Buffalo. You'd be saying the same thing because then, you know what I mean? It makes no sense. They're both two good teams, and I would go with call it an even stretch and go with the home team. How do you not?
Especially if you're betting the spread, because then you're saying the game has to be close, which we all expect it to, and the Rams can lose by 2, and you can still cover that bet. Yeah,
coming off the Super Bowl, the crowd's going to be crazy.
Yeah,
all these lines are skewed when you're dealing with East Coast teams, though. These New York bettors, they just bet with their heart, not their mind. Seriously, it's all the New York money pounding Buffalo. It really is, you know.
That makes sense.
I mean, look at some of the lines. I mean, they're crazy, but
we're going to get to a couple of them in a little bit. But yeah,
let's go Rams.
Yep, Rams.
So are we all on the Rams here?
Yeah, I'm for sure.
Yeah.
All right, so we're all on the Rams, including Dustin, who is not with us today due to a migraine, but he did send me his picks. He also had the Rams for this game as well. We go to game 2, another game I kind of like. New England at Miami. Miami, a 3.5-point favorite at home. Historically have owned New England in Florida, and especially September. It is crazy hot down there right now. And plus, it sounds like the Patriots are an absolute mess. So 3.5 seems incredibly small to me. So give me Miami here, and I don't think it's going to be this close at all. I think the Dolphins run away with this one.
It's going to be interesting what the Dolphins do with all that souped-up offense now. They got some guys, playmakers now with Tyreek, and I think they're going to handle New England pretty easily. I'm with you on that one.
Yep.
Yeah, I got Miami.
Yeah, not only that, I mean, did you look at the over-under on that? I think they're just going to run the ball down their throat. 46 and a hook. I mean, I think it's going to be a low-scoring game. I mean, I don't know where New England's scoring their points.
They have nobody.
Right.
They have a running game, but you can only ride those guys so much. Plus, when it's 100 degrees heat index, those guys are going to be tired in the fourth.
Right.
And I don't think it's going to be that close, honestly. I think New England's going to have to throw the ball a lot, and God help Mac Jones, because that Dolphins defense is good. And who's he throwing to?
I'm still not sold on Tua yet.
It's fair. And I think we're all kind of excited to see what he's got.
I think Tua's got more.
Maybe experience.
Not even experience, but more to do back there than Mac Jones.
Pocket escapability. That's true.
Maybe that's the good way to put it, Sean. I agree. He's got a little bit more fire back there.
And I think his hip injury was catastrophic, almost really ended his career the way they talk about it. So this is the second year removed from the injury. So preseason, he looked like he was moving a little better. I think the Dolphins over-under for games winning, or Jesus, I can't talk. Over-under for wins this year for them was like 8.5. I mean, it's hard to see them being much better than 9-7, but I think they'll be right around 9-7, or I guess now 9-8, so 10-7. It's tough. I don't know if I see them winning double-digit games, but I think they get this game pretty easy, especially with all the negative talk about New England.
But
in that division, I think Miami can do some damage in that division.
I think Sean brought up a good point. It's week 1. There's so many unknowns for a lot of teams.
Yeah.
Even your top teams, you don't know. There's so many guys on your top teams that have left. New babies come in. I mean, I agree with you. I mean, the lines and the amount of points on some of these games, Shit.
Yeah, everything's super tight right now.
Oh.
So it sounds like we're all on the Dolphins. Is that correct? All right. Except Mr. Burgundy. He is the lone wolf. He's taking the Patriots 3.5.
Well, somebody's got to be.
I don't see it. He sent me that, and I texted him back to make sure that it was the right answer. Look, man, I don't get it, but Dustin is the lone wolf today because I get it. Next game, we go to Minnesota. Green Bay is favored by 1.5, making Minnesota a 1.5-point underdog and a home dog at that. So I said this on Sunday night. If I'm Green Bay, I don't love this game at all. I think if there's a time to get Green Bay, it's right now. Minnesota has a great home field advantage. They have weapons all over the board. New Green Bay defense is going to be tested early. These games are always tight. In fact, last December, when these two teams played in Minnesota, it was a shootout to the very end, and Minnesota won with a field goal late. I can totally see that happening again. And then we get a whole week's worth of, well, Rodgers doesn't have any weapons. I can totally see that. For that reason, I am on the Vikings here as home dogs.
Yep, me too. I think they're going to win by more than 3 easy. I hate to say
I think
it.
it'll be another close game, but I'm thinking the Vikings are going to pull it out. Home field.
I am not betting against Rodgers.
Well, you and Dustin both.
Coming from a Bear fan, that's good.
All we got to do is hold up a picture of Danica Patrick, and he's junk.
He has
Oh, he's
in
dating a witch
my,
now.
you know what, many times. So see, that was
He's
G
dating a
rated.
witch now. Oh, wait, that's
Oh,
Doctor Strange.
She
That's
might
different.
cast a spell on Minnesota.
That's
That's
true.
what I'm saying. Just
That
put
could
up
happen.
Danica Patrick, and he's
That
gonna
might
lose
sway.
I just
What are you, Joe Boo?
this
it.
this is Doctor Strange, but he's a sorcerer. He's not a witch. But whatever. We don't have to get into nerd talk here.
You know, help me now. I say, fuck you, Joe Boo.
Nobody drinks Joe Boo's rum.
So
Joe
it sounds like everyone but Sean. We're all in Minnesota except for Sean and Dustin.
Yeah, but Dustin's got a migraine. He don't count.
Yeah, he does.
That's
He's
true.
not really.
Well, I got to keep track because we're going to keep track throughout the season to see who's making the most money. But yeah, I think it's going to be a tight game. So
Well, I'm not betting anything this week, but the problem is I'll probably kick ass, and then when I put money on it, I'll suck wankwer.
Yeah, that's how it went. Again, Pops and I both, we placed what, $50 each worth of college football bets. Felt great walking out. And
I
we
hate
didn't win a
Appalachian
single bet.
State.
Between
Appalachian
the two
State.
of us, yeah, you have Appalachian State, me LSU. Florida State sucks. How that happened?
You should have called me. I would have told you about Brian Kelly. You cannot bet with that dude.
Is there
He
a more
sucks. He's not a
fraudulent college
closer.
football coach than Brian Kelly? There can't be.
Brian Kelly sucks. He cannot win the big game. It is proven time and time again.
Well, this wasn't even a big game. He had all the advantages.
Well, he must have thought it was. He wasn't revealing his starting quarterback until before the game.
Yeah.
I'm just going to bet on the U now.
Go Canes.
70 burger. Or the Badgers, yeah.
Badgers, can I just say, look, I know we've taken a detour into college football. That Badger game was so boring. They only won by 38. They could have won by, well, like Miami, they could have won 70-3. Just
My running back's a boss.
But I hate when college football teams do that. You don't need to win by 70. Get them guys that get some time. That whole fourth quarter, there wasn't even a starter in there for the Badgers. You go to Alabama, they got their starters in until 5 minutes left because Nick Saban's a nice person.
Look, I respect Wisconsin.
Nice. He caught himself on that
Nice.
one.
You're damn right I caught myself.
Well, I do wish the Badgers had a little bit of Saban in them, and that sounds odd, but I would no. I just the turnaround and hand the ball off 50 times a game, it gets old.
I like when they run it up.
I mean, we're no different than Iowa football. Which
Run 'em
Iowa
up.
football? Oh my God, what a hell that must be!
If,
South Dakota State, you win 7-3, and that 7 was a field goal and 2 safeties. What kind of fresh hell is that?
I like when college tries to put as many points as they can. If you can't stop me, well, that's too bad.
Yeah.
Bury
Sorry,
those guys.
Bethune-Cookman, you signed up for the U.
That's
Take
right.
your-
If you're up by 30 points with one quarter, whatever the hell it was.
Yeah, then you try and put up another 30.
Nah, you put your subs in and you put it. You play the game, but you don't keep
It's
your
not
starters
grade
in-
school where you got to give everybody a participation trophy. You're either going to
Absolutely.
stop us or you're
No, I ain't
not.
say-
Here's your
I ain't
ribbon.
I ain't
Oh,
saying
good job,
that.
guys. We only beat you by 38. Screw that. Beat them by
I ain't
70.
saying that. There is somewhat of a sportsmanship in the game yet, too.
Is there in college football? It's the
There
Wild
shouldn't
West.
be.
People are
No.
transferring left and right.
No,
There's
you know
money being
exactly
thrown all
what
over.
school. I could give you a list of 5 schools who don't have sportsmanship, and they all have freaking coaches that are nice people.
Clemson, Alabama, Georgia.
Ohio
Miami.
State.
Ohio State, probably Michigan. It's all the
Good.
big schools,
Run
but
'em
then
up.
I wish that the Badgers would be a little more big school. I wish they were a little more big time.
So if you win by 56-0 versus 38-0, what does that prove?
Oh, it's
I
just
mean,
more fun
watch
to
out,
watch.
brother.
Just prove
You
you're in
can't stop us.
Alabama's and Ohio State's category with the convicts and shit. Nah.
We're gonna move on.
I think we should because you're
We
all
did this
wrong.
whole detour in college football. I did not. We don't have to go here. Next
You don't
game.
want to listen to the right guy. I got
Well,
a naked guy living next to me. Come on, I know a lot.
That is true. For those that don't know, and why would you know? If you're watching this, there was a naked guy.
Shout
who
out
I
to the
don't think
naked
that's
guy.
Yep. Shout out to naked guy. I didn't think he was going to get mentioned, but yet here we are. Next game. Kansas City goes to Arizona. Another home dog. Arizona +6 at home. So this one was tough for me to watch. I think I'm going to take Arizona here only because Arizona, September, October are awesome. And after that, it's all downhill, at least in the Kingsbury era. I don't know. Look, Hopkins is a loss, sure. I don't know if he's a major loss at this point. He wasn't the same guy last year, and I don't know if that's a Kingsbury thing or a Hopkins thing. But if he's taking PEDs, well, first of all, but second of all, I mean, that to me is a red flag. Like, oh, he's trying to hold on to whatever's left in the gas tank and prolong whatever he's got left.
I'm going with what Sean said about Rodgers. I don't bet against Mahomes. I think Mahomes is going to light him up. Travis Kelce over 100 yards. If you're doing prize picks, take him.
Well, here would be my
Kelce's
counter
gonna have a
argument.
ton.
My
What about
counter argument would be
Spalding?
it's a whole new system for Mahomes. He's got to totally readjust. He went from Tyreek Hill to MVS. You and I together both have watched MVS drop how many touchdowns?
I wouldn't even-
been very
He should be
inconsistent.
kicked out of the league. He's terrible.
Well, I don't know that I go that far because honestly, if he was in Green Bay, I'd probably be pretty happy because their receivers are that.
Kind of like how Rodgers makes receivers look good sometimes. Mahomes does that. You can give, I think, mediocre receivers, and Mahomes will get them the ball.
Okay, that furthers my argument because MVS had Aaron Rodgers, who won 2 MVPs. What did he do?
Gentlemen,
he-
I'm going to give you one name. Remember
One name.
this. Isaiah Pacheco.
Yep.
I'm
Back
telling
up.
you, the kid's going to be a star. You can't get 6 foot, run a 4.3, and be a beast. I'm telling you, I see Christian Okoye written all over that guy.
Who?
The Nigerian
Pacheco.
Nightmare.
Christian
Ooh.
Okoye?
Yeah.
Come on, Al.
I'm 27.
Nigerian Nightmare.
I didn't start following football until like 2004.
Oh, yeah, he was an
a
animal. He's a beast.
reincarnation of Earl Campbell. He was a star.
Well, I know who Earl Campbell is.
All right, wait a minute. Wait, don't put him in the same category as Earl Campbell. No.
Yeah, that might be pushing it a little bit.
No,
Well,
no,
for about a
fucking way.
4-year stretch, he was on par.
Can you compare this person to someone I've heard of?
He's
Other
a
than Earl
big-
Campbell, someone I've
he's
watched.
a big, fast back with better hands than Eddie George.
Big fat. Okay, well, I'll think about that and get back to you.
Derrick Henry, but not Derrick Henry.
Right.
Say no one
Nobody's Derrick Henry. The
Derrick
He's just a big dude.
Earl Campbell could do it. I take Earl Campbell over Derrick Henry any day of the week. Derrick Henry and put another 50 pounds on him and run just as fast and twice as strong. That's Earl Campbell. Earl Campbell had 36-inch thighs.
I didn't know you were such a big Earl Campbell fan.
Yeah, wow.
Earl Campbell.
We found your wheelhouse.
Pretty passionate.
You're talking about dude's thighs, man. What's going on?
They got a chubby.
Naked next door neighbors. All of a sudden, now he's talking about thighs. What's going on?
Yeah, me and him got the same nutsack. I seen it.
Hey, G-rated.
Yeah, PG-13. Yeah, probably.
I think
should
Al
stay
gave
away
us the
from
okay.
anatomy, but
It's N17 or whatever that is.
NC-17 is the stuff they don't even play in theaters because it's so filthy. It's
Is that
basically
like
porn.
Cinemax?
All right,
After
we've
dark.
gotten way off topic here.
Cinemax After Dark.
Hold on. Everybody reel it back here.
All right.
We're talking Cardinals, Chiefs. I don't know how we ended up getting to Earl Campbell, but here we are.
All right,
So-
I'm going Chiefs. I like the Chiefs also
Chiefs.
too.
I'm going to Cardinals.
All right, and then I don't think so. Dustin took the Packers. I don't know if I said that in the last game. And Dustin is actually on the Cardinals here. So 3 on the Cardinals, 2 on the Chiefs.
Kyler Murray's got Hollywood Brown.
I
deal.
kind of like him there. I don't know if it's the Jamar Chase effect because Jamar Chase and Joe Burrow were together in college. So I don't know if it's that. I
You got
kinda like
Hollywood
it.
Brown with Kyler Murray, and you have No Hill with Mahomes.
I don't like Kyler Murray.
Well,
I don't
please
either, I think.
elaborate.
I just I think he's overrated. I don't know. He always just
you
he
know
reminds
what?
me
I
of
kind
just
of
he
agree
just
with
kind of
you.
scampers around. He drives me nuts. I hate
It's
watching.
like he's reached his peak. What we're seeing here is what that's the best he's gonna get.
Yeah, yeah.
Agree totally.
And his
That I actually
little,
agree with.
little legs running all over.
I do want to point out here. Hey, Pops. Normally, you know what is followed by a strong opinion, not I don't know. So good strong opinion of I don't like Kyler Murray. I don't know.
I just don't. I told you why I don't like him because he runs the field on the field. Drives me nuts. Little scamper ass back. Just be a running back.
I think he's overrated, but I think
I think he's
just-
overrated.
6
I don't know what else
points
you
is a
want
lot.
to say about him. I don't like the guy.
I
was
just
just-
think you're giving him basically a touchdown before.
I don't
was
like
just
him.
curious as
Elaborate.
to-
I don't like him.
Fair
That's
enough.
That's my elaboration. I don't like him.
All right, we're gonna roll on. Final game of the week: Bucks at Cowboys.
I wrote down 5 freaking games, and you've only hit one: Buffalo and the Rams,
We can get to other
Oh,
games.
and Green Bay.
Well, Tip, you know how this show works. I write down 5
That was the
games.
boss. And if you
I
don't like it,
typically, although to be fair, I should have sent you the games I was doing, but then you did a bunch of research, which I appreciate.
I
But
wasn't
maybe
like
you
a bunch of research. I just looked at the
I did a ton of research.
yeah. Your hands in your
No,
pants.
no, I didn't.
no, you just kind of showed up, but it's fine.
I'm here.
Uh,
I don't like Kyler Murray.
okay.
Why?
All right,
Tampa
moving
at
on.
Dallas. Tampa,
What?
2.5-point favorites, which again, part of the record weekend of home dogs. The Cowboys plus 2.5 at home.
I'm not sure what's there to like about the Bucks. I'll be honest. I mean, what is making somebody like excited for the Bucks?
No
You got
Gronk.
a geriatric guy throwing the ball. Yeah, and I like him. He's been awesome. Eventually, he's going to fall off the cliff, and it might be now. He lost Gronk. The Gronk factor is going to be monstrous.
Yep.
I don't care what anybody says. I understand
the
you got
tight end
Chris
now?
Godwin, you got Evans, but Godwin was hurt. Okay, you got Evans there. The defense lost. Didn't they lose Sue?
Yeah, yes, I believe if I remember correctly, Ndamukong Suh's with the Raiders, but I'll look that up.
Yeah. I mean, there's a lot of holes there, man. I know
Al?
that the Cowboys lost Smith, but I'll be honest. I mean, I think it's I think it's the Cowboys to lose.
They do have Al's favorite player, Leonard Fournette. Hit me with
Oh,
it.
I just said Fournette, and he didn't do it. I said what's Sean said something about the Bucks. I said though they got Fournette.
Yeah.
They did pick
Sorry.
up Kyle. They picked up Kyle Rudolph for the tight end.
Oh, I'm excited now.
I mean,
Yeah, he's
could be
Kyle
worse.
Rudolph's awesome.
2017?
it's problematic when we're excited
What is
about
this?
Kyle Rudolph.
2017? Jeez, I don't even know who's in the league.
I didn't know it either.
They got some other guys. I just looked up the roster, but the one guy didn't even put a height on him.
The Cowboys' defense has improved. They're getting better. They got that Micah dude in the middle.
Micah Parsons.
That guy's a beast.
He'll rip some heads off.
He'll rip some heads off. Hopefully, it's Brady's head.
Well, I'd take the Cowboys in this one.
I think I would too.
Yep.
You know who's gonna have a good game in this one is Tony Pollard. You watch.
Like Tony Pollard's good.
He's going to
Zeke is fresh now, though. The last I heard, he's not.
Elliott's way past his prime.
Yeah, but as long as he's fresh, he's okay. Middle to end of the thing, he'll kind of dump out. But
nope. I draft Pollard over Elliott.
This I can't get it to work now. Hold on a minute. I would say this picture that I'm about to show here on the screen share, this right here.
Oh my God!
Look at the work that this dude has had done.
What's wrong with him?
So he was gone for 11 days. Some people thought it was the Masked Singer. I'm thinking he saw a specialist.
I thought it was.
I don't want to bet on Tampa because he was just gone for 2 weeks in the middle of training camp. Not that he really needs training camp at this point, but look at this.
I saw him in Footloose. I swear to God.
is that freaking Kevin Bacon?
Yeah.
He looks like a wax figure of Tom Brady.
He looks like he just got done delivering his papers in the road.
Footloose.
So look, I don't love Dallas either, but I think this picture is just representative of all the stuff going on in Tampa. They got a brand new system, brand new coach, and yes, he's been there. Okay, great. They just got a lot of stuff going on. Their quarterback is either having problems at home, was on the Masked Singer. There's too much going on for me, especially week 1. Would it shock anybody on this panel if week 5 rolls around, all of a sudden the headline comes out from Schefter, Tom Brady retires? It wouldn't shock me at this point.
He should now. I don't know why he came back. He already retired.
Well, not to derail us too far, but it sounded like he was retiring just so he could get out of Tampa. He wasn't retiring from the NFL. He was retiring from Tampa. He wanted to go to Miami and get ownership stake and work all that out. But that seems to be the story there.
Prima donna.
So, do you want me just to put problematic? Sure. No, so I'm on Dallas here. I don't love anything going on with Tampa. So a home dog, there's some value there. I'll ride with Dallas here. In a must-win spot, McCarthy's got a lot to prove.
I think it's a coming-out party for CeeDee Lamb, too.
Oh, I agree.
They're going to need him. They don't have an option.
Is CD nursing an injury?
I think he's okay now.
I don't believe so.
Okay.
No,
I thought I saw
think,
questionable on him.
I think Prescott's going to have a really good year. Better than he did last.
So CeeDee Lamb actually is he is on the injury report. If I can find it. So injury update for him. Oh, this is August 26th. He's fine.
Oh.
I wouldn't worry too much about it.
Gallup's out another couple games, I think.
Yes. So actually, I'm looking right at that too. Mike McCarthy said Monday that Gallup will not suit up for week 1 or practice this week.
All right. So you got CD, that Dalton Schultz. I like him.
Yeah.
He's made some good plays.
But is Dalton Schultz? I heard this on a podcast today and it drove me nuts. He's fine. If you had gun to your head, who are you taking, Schultz or Tunyon? They look the same on paper.
Yeah, it's the same guy.
I wouldn't get my panties all in a bunch for that. Like, okay, he's a guy. There's 1,000 of them on the street.
He makes plays.
I'm not saying I'm not anti-Dalton Schultz here. I just
sounds like you kind of hate him.
It did come across that way. It was a bit harsh, and I do apologize for that.
Why?
Why?
I don't know.
Why? Why?
But anyway, sorry. I'm on Dallas. Jody, where are you?
I'm on Dallas.
Dallas.
Only because they got Jake Ferguson.
Former Badger great.
Yep.
What is
Barry
he?
Alvarez'
tight end.
Barry Alvarez' grandson.
Jake Ferguson, the tight end. Never heard of him.
He's missing. Or no, that was Fumagalli. Fumagalli's missing a finger.
Huh.
So, Sean, where are you at here?
Dallas.
Pops?
I don't think the Bucks have. I think the Dallas defense is going to take the game over.
They very well could. Pops, where are you at? Did you say Dallas as well?
Dallas Cowboys.
All right. So
Emmitt Smith's going to get 100 yards.
Including Dustin, we are all on the Cowboys here.
You're going to see Tom Brady.
Person took Tampa.
You're gonna see Brady on the sidelines filing his nails, according to that picture.
That is one of the
that is brutal.
Pictures.
Oh wow!
That picture is brutal.
I can't get that out of my head. I'll never not unforesee that.
It's rough, dude. He had some work done when he was gone for those 12 days.
He looks like he's a 12-year-old kid.
Yeah, he does.
Nothing's settled yet. All the collagen and that hair transplant and the dye, nothing's settled. Give it a couple weeks.
Next time you see him, acne all over his face with a book in front of his crotch.
Yeah, that So have fun trying to unsee that tonight.
You guys
Wow,
want to play some checkers?
So
Hey, we got a big Dungeons and Dragon tournament this weekend. What are you guys doing? I'll bring the Fanta.
So we're gonna keep rolling here.
Want some jujubes?
This
That's
is just turning into every family event we have. We just start quoting movies back and forth. So we're gonna move on to this week. We took it away now from the Lockdown Corner Pod. We stole it for this podcast. It's time for
It's time to tempt fate. Hold up! Here's this week's Bag of Chaos.
All right, so I have all the games up, all the lines courtesy of DraftKings, as I said earlier. Let's start with the Parlay Kid himself. I'm going to pick a helmet. If you don't know how this game is played, I'm going to pick a helmet.
Bring it, Parlay Kid.
You have the choice. You can take your first helmet as is, or you can throw it back, but the second helmet that is drawn is your team. At the end of the year, there will be a punishment for somebody. We haven't discussed that yet, but someone will have to endure a punishment, and that's how we're going to roll.
What kind of punishment is this going to be?
What's that?
Not going to be good.
It's not going to be anything elaborate punishment-wise. It's not going to be like these videos you see of
Stuck a
people that
pixie
lose
straw
their fantasy
through
league.
It involves nachos and a baby's arm.
I don't even know what that means. So we're going to keep rolling here. All right, Pops, your first team.
Bring
If I
it.
get a helmet out here. The Chargers. Chargers are 3.5-point favorites at home against the Las Vegas Raiders.
You know what? I picked Philip Herbert.
Philip Herbert?
Yep.
Who's Philip Herbert?
Who the hell is
It's a little
Philip
bit of
Herbert?
Philip.
He's a cross between Philip Rivers and Justin Herbert. I call him Philip Herbert.
So he's really good, has good hair, but will be driving down 7 with 3 minutes left.
Huh?
That's the Philip Rivers experience. You've never heard that before? Every game Philip Rivers has ever played, he's always down a touchdown on his own 5-yard line, and he's got to score with 5 minutes left.
Okay. I don't know if I want to take a chance. I like it.
Did you see the over-under on this game of 52 points?
52.5 according to DraftKings.
I scored.
Holy shit.
You know what? I'm going to keep it.
All right. So the Parlay Kid himself is taking the Chargers here.
Philip Herbert, baby.
Chargers off the board. Let's pick Dustin's right away and get him out of the way. Dustin with the Ravens. I think the Ravens are Ravens against the Jets. Dustin's going to keep that one. You're welcome,
Get out of my
Dustin.
chair.
They are 7-point favorites in New York. Let's go to Sean here.
So he
Sean
picked
will
Baltimore
get-
to win, I hope, right?
Sean's got Tampa. We just talked about
Ooh.
this. They just have to win. You don't have to cover the spread.
Put it back.
That is a bag of buttholes. Throw it back.
It is back in the bucket. Let me shake it up. I'm not looking.
I hope you draw it again.
It's very possible. I've done that once before. The Vikings against Green
Ooh.
Bay is your team this
That's what
week.
you got.
Okay.
And then Jody, I'll get that out of the way. Jody's up. We'll shake this up a little bit. You got to shake the sack a little bit. And you got to pull out a helmet.
That's what his neighbor was doing today.
That guy's my new hero. That guy has money.
The
Ooh.
Commanders.
Oh my god.
The Commanders, I don't even know who they play. Oh, they have
Washington.
Jacksonville at home. They are 2.5-point favorites.
I'll
Both
take
those
it.
teams
You're
suck.
going to
keeping
take
them?
Washington? The commies?
Come on.
Oh,
Trevor
wow.
Lawrence is going to rip him up.
Huh?
Trevor Lawrence is going to rip him up.
Oh, you got Carson Wentz. Nah.
Oh,
You're the
God.
first person I've ever heard to
You want to
believe
talk
in
about Carson Wentz? I hate that guy more than Kyler Murray. And I'll tell you why. Because he is an unproven jagoff.
Yeah, he is. I don't know.
Yeah,
Everybody
I
wants Carson
Jagoff
Wentz.
here.
I don't get it.
Washington, they're at home in Jacksonville. Jacksonville's
Carson
gonna
Wentz.
run back
Great
like
analysis.
Scott.
Jacksonville.
Jacksonville smacks him.
All
Jacksonville's
right,
going to
so
be
you're
better.
on Washington.
Who does-
I got the Jags. We could go head to head, but I have zero
Do
interest
it.
in that. We're going to put that back. No,
Yeah,
thank you.
You're getting the Bears right here.
Oh, my God. I hope not.
Justin Fields.
Actually, at this point, I'm looking at the spread. I would love the Titans here against the Giants. Come on. Oh, God damn it. The Jets. Oh, no. Can I just
Well,
mark
you got a
myself
week one
down
loss.
as 0-1 here?
That is a turd sandwich, my friend.
Oh,
Yep.
my God. I should have
Put the
kept the
pickle on the
freaking
turd
Jags.
sandwich.
At least I got a shot. Oh God, that sucks. So the Jets, I believe, are 7-point home dogs to the Ravens. And yeah, I hate all of that. But all right here. Oh, you know what? I screwed up my sheet. But anyway, we don't have imaging yet, but we're coming to the end of the show. And we do at home, if you are gamblers, we like to think of ourselves as gamblers, even though obviously the Parlay Kid and I did not do well this week. So this is a segment we are going to call it Lock of the Week. So we are going to go around the horn here. The one game and one spread we absolutely love. And I'll start because I was going to take Baltimore against the Jets. Only 7 points. I don't know why this line isn't just bigger. I think the Ravens can easily win by like 21 here.
Oh, yeah.
Whether it's Wilson, which there's an outside shot at Zach Wilson, or what's his name? Joe Flacco.
Flax is still in the league?
He's right now starting for the Jets on Sunday, unless Wilson comes back.
Yeah, Wilson got hurt. You didn't think he was going to be back.
So you're telling me Baltimore just has to win by a touchdown against the Jets?
Absolutely.
Give me Baltimore here, please. All right, let's go with the Parlay Kid here. What is your lock of the week?
My lock of the week is going to be Carolina over the Browns.
Oh wow, we need fans.
I like it. I like it.
Love
a
it.
lot.
I think Baker's going to go back there. He's going to give him a big 2-finger FU.
It is in Carolina. So Carolina is a 1.5 point favorite at home against Cleveland.
He would rather cut off his unit than lose to the Browns. He will do everything in his power to beat that team, and he wants to beat them into the ground. I'm taking Baker. I'm taking Carolina, and they're going to kill him. I don't even care what the spread is.
Well, so right now, okay. I gotta find. There was a quote,
It's
a
2.5.
wonderful Baker Mayfield quote.
It's 2.5. Cleveland's getting 2.5.
Yeah.
Oh, so that actually. So I'm seeing Cleveland 1.5 here on DraftKings. I don't know where you're looking though, but
I looked at DraftKings at about 2 hours ago. So
so that line actually moved then.
Yeah,
because I have it up right here on my second screen, and so that line actually moved. So there's some action coming in here.
I have -1 yet on the app I got.
I don't know. Baker is going to do everything in his power to beat these guys down so he can just say, screw you, Browns. Have fun.
Who the hell is Cleveland's quarterback now?
Cleveland is riding with Jacoby Brissett.
Jacoby Brissett.
And
wow.
I just want to add this to the mix as well. Baker Mayfield was asked what he is thinking going into week 1 playing the Browns. Language, folks, if kids are watching, cover your ears. Baker Mayfield on playing the Browns week 1. And I quote, this is a real quote, I'm going to fuck them up. That is from Baker himself.
That sounds like him. Because
Baker got the shaft. And he's going to let the Browns know that he got the shaft.
They brought in a problematic quarterback.
Problematic. But yeah, I just don't like Baker's an attitude, man. I can't stand him. He's like a lesser version of freaking Johnny Manziel.
All he's got to do is just dish it off to McCaffrey.
Why even that? But he's also got DJ Moore.
Yeah, he's got good receivers.
Awesome. So yeah, no, I'm with you here. I like Carolina in this spot. Yeah, and you know what? I'm rooting for Baker. He got screwed over pretty hard in Cleveland. They brought in problematic quarterback.
Sean Watson's a tool and should be kicked out of the league
because he's problematic. Yeah. So anyway, you're on Carolina. I'm on Baltimore. Let's go to Sean. Lock of the week.
I am rolling with crab legs and the Saints.
Crab legs.
Hey, let me tell you something. Alvin Kamara. We're going to have the Chris Olave show. Crab legs. And Atlanta sucks.
Atlanta's going to be terrible.
Oh, Atlanta.
They're awful. They're rolling with Marcus Mariota.
So, according to DraftKings right now, the Saints are 5.5 point favorites on the road against Atlanta, making Atlanta home dogs.
It's going to be a lot more than that.
So, yeah. So, you're on New Orleans here. I can't say I disagree with you. I just don't know what Atlanta's going to be. Are we going to get a all of a sudden souped up version of Mariota? Probably
They're
not.
terrible. Their best player is Cordero Patterson.
Or Drake London, who's a rookie, and we have no idea what he is. And
got
I'm pretty sure
nobody
he's
to
injured.
throw the ball to him. So,
Well, and Kyle Pitts. They got some dudes, but their defense is atrocious. They got one corner, and that's about it, and AJ Terrell. So, no, I'm with you there. Dustin did not give me a lock, so I'm going to pick one of his top 5 here. He seems pretty confident in the Patriots, so we're going to give Dustin the lock of the Patriots, and he's probably screaming at home right now if he's watching, but we're going to say that because I need it for my records. And finally, Jody, your lock of the week.
Well, I'm going to go with you, Al. I think unless I can't take Baltimore.
I mean, you can take Baltimore.
I think
you come up
Baltimore.
with your own.
I just want to bring something up. There's an intriguing one going on in Seattle too Monday night.
So looking at that line right now, so Russell Wilson's homecoming to Seattle. Denver
that's
is
going to be another
6.5
one.
point favorites in Seattle.
I'm telling you,
That's going to be another one. Yep.
What has Seattle got now? I mean,
Well, they still got the good weapons. They just don't have anyone to get it to them, unless you're a Geno guy.
yeah. So you're gonna go. I don't know. That was my other one. I was looking at taking Denver in Seattle, but
And Denver's got decent weapons too. So,
oh yeah.
yeah,
I like Denver
that.
on the money line here, but it would. The Monday night games always are weird on the first Monday night. That is. So 6.5 seem. Oh, man.
If it was lower, if Denver was like a 4, give a 4. It's still a touchdown, but still, you know what I mean. If it was low 6.5,
if it was 6, I would like it better. I know that's like, oh, well, it's only half a point, but that half. So Seattle has to win by, or Denver has to win by a touchdown. And the over/under is not that high. It's only 45.
I mean, I think they will win by a touchdown. I think that you know what I mean. It's the same thing as Baker. It's the same.
Yeah.
Got the same type of feel to it. He's going to go in there and just say, "Hey, you guys fucked up."
Yep.
Yeah.
Well, think about Seattle. Who's throwing him the ball? That's garbage. I mean, Geno Smith. I mean, that's a bag of hammers right there. Then you got the running back, Chris Carson, who retired, and now you got what's his name, Rashad Penny.
Kenny Walker with a hernia.
And Walker with a hernia. They got nothing. I mean, that's a man.
They got DK Metcalf.
Who's getting him the ball?
Exactly.
Gino.
Yeah.
They might as well just put him at quarterback. Just let him run around.
All right, Al. I'll take. You know what? That was the game I looked at, but I'll take Denver.
All right, you're gonna take Denver. Is that your lock? Your lock of the week?
Yep.
All right.
I like that.
Lock it in. Denver, lock of the week. All right.
Denver's my lock of the week.
So we're gonna go around the horn here and recap. So I got Baltimore, a touchdown favorite in
It's all right for you to get Baltimore in a touchdown favorite, but I can't have Denver in a touchdown favorite.
No, I'm just saying
You're
Seattle is better.
You're the host of the
Seattle
show.
is better than the Jets. Let's be real here. The Jets are absolute dog shit. Come on now. And actually, the other game I
I
was
didn't even
looking
know
at
who the
too-
starting quarterback was for Seattle, so that tells you a lot.
What was Geno or Drew Smith? Or not Drew Smith. Drew Lock. Yeah. So
Oh, Billy, when will you find what you're looking for? Here's a nice piece of shit.
They might as well have Uncle Rico.
So anyway, I got actually my second lock would have been Miami against New England. I really like that game. I think Miami's going to win that game pretty handily.
We're gonna have to go out to the old casino and play some wagers.
I'm going to be up north, so I'm going to have to do it via DraftKings Sportsbook. Not a sponsor of this show, but if they would like to sponsor, feel free. So yeah, but it's legal up in Michigan where I'm headed, so I'll just do it right on the phone. So you're on your own, but I'll share ideas with you. Actually, you kind of got all my ideas here. Then Jody's got a 6.5 point lock, Denver over Seattle. Sean likes New Orleans, 5.5 point favorites. I don't remember who they were playing all of a sudden. Atlanta. So they are on the road against Atlanta, 5.5 point favorites. He's going to lock there. Dustin, I gave New England because he was stupid enough to pick them. So him. And Pops, the parlay kid, takes Carolina over Cleveland. That is it. That's our show. We're at the hour mark. That's about all she wrote. Thank you for watching. Tune in.
Okay, when is it? The next one will be not this coming Sunday, the following one.
TBD. It depends on everyone's schedule. Now there's 5 of us to consider, so we'll do whatever. I would like to do Sunday mornings. I'd like some consistency. If we got to do it a different day, not a big deal.
Yeah, but this Sunday morning we just did, right?
Yes, week 1 is done. This is the week 1 show right here.
All right, because Sunday morning would be hard. I'm gonna be coming home from somewhere.
Yeah. Do you have a question, sir?
No, I'm waving goodbye.
Oh,
I got to urinate. Can we go?
yeah, you're free to go. I'll remove
I
it
got
all
to
from
piss like
the stream.
Jody's neighbor.
I'll remove everyone from the stream and just end with me. So it's just me here. Thank you for watching. Make sure you tune in to next week's show. We're going to try and do Sunday mornings. If it doesn't work for everyone's schedule, we'll go throughout the week. So this obviously, I got a wedding this weekend, so this didn't. Week 1 is here. The lines weren't going to move, so not a big deal. But anyway, make sure you are following us on Facebook. Just search the Lockdown Corner. You will find us with our little logo. Make sure you follow it there. YouTube. Dustin and I are making a push to get our subscribers for YouTube up to 500 by the end of the year. So please, 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 if you watch the show and are not subscribed to our YouTube page, all you got to do is find our YouTube page. There's a big red button that hit subscribe. All you got to do is click that. That would be amazing. If we get to 500, Dustin and I will make up some shirts. We already have some merch kind of in the waiting wings, but we will give some of that away for free if we can get that number. And make sure we are now on Instagram. Make sure you follow us there. We have a bunch of clips from the shows. If you missed anything, that is at Lockdown Corner Pod. So make sure you follow us there. We are also on Twitter, which obviously, if you've been following the show for a while, you know you can find us at Corner Lockdown on Twitter. So yeah, that's gonna wrap it up for week 1 of the Gambling Show. Thank you so much for watching. I know this is just me now. We're not doing show or anything. This is a pet project of mine. Now that sports gambling is somewhat legal here in Wisconsin, it's been a blast to do. So thank you for watching. I hope the goal is to make you guys money if you're watching the show. That is the goal. Obviously, I like football and I love the Packers, as you can see by my stuff behind me here, but I would trade them all for money. So that is the goal here. We are trying to win you money. We are giving our honest to God opinions. We're not trying to screw anybody over. So thank you again for watching. Subscribe to all of our socials, especially YouTube. We got to get that number up. Thank you for watching. Enjoy the games this week. It should be fun. But yeah, again, thank you for all the support. We will see you next week with a new gambling show for week 2. We'll go over some week 1 stuff. And yeah, we'll keep it rolling from there. So thank you for watching. As always.